Scientists do all of this incredible work. They dedicate their lives to one specific thing, and perhaps the arts has a role to play in communicating part of that work. Artists, visual artists, musicians can bring their ideas to life in a way that the public might understand more than by looking at a graph or a set of figures. Sounds of the Reef is the idea of the project, but it's also the idea of one piece that I've written. And what I did was I got the data from a graph from the Bureau of Meteorology, and the graph maps the ocean temperatures since 1900, so there's 116 years worth of data. And I used a mathematical formula to get that data into the range of the vibraphone, which is a percussion instrument. And then every note that is played on the vibraphone and the cello, because it's a duo, represents 1 year of changing temperature, so you can literally hear the sound of the graph. The initial inspiration came from my love for the ocean and the reefs in Australia, and a very tragic thing that's happening right now due to rising temperatures in the ocean and a number of different factors which lead to coral bleaching, which is when the corals on a reef die out because they can't be sustained in the environment that they're in. The core idea came from bringing awareness and starting a discussion through art. Throughout the whole recital, there'll be this installation running, and what it is a number of different sized chunks of ice, and they're usually in cylinders to represent an ice core. They are suspended from stands at the back of the performing space, and what's happening is they're melting during the performance, and as the droplets fall, they're going to hit an array of metal sounds, so cymbals, gongs, some tinfoil, and it's amplified. The point of this installation is that it's a comment on the fact that global warming is happening all around us all the time. And every now and then something happens and it punctuates our lives. There'll be a huge fire or a flood or something, and we're stopped and it's in the news everywhere and we're horrified. And then a week later, everything just goes back to normal. Every now and then when the droplet falls, it punctuates a piece and you look at it and it's like, oh, it's going on. And then we just go back to watching the recital like it's not there. It's a comment on how, as humans, we respond to climate change by mostly ignoring it. I think a society of people who talk and are aware is one that's able to make change.